everybody, it's Vegas Ride Along here in Henderson, Nevada. Today is Sunday, and I got an offer from Uber Eats to go to Starbucks. I'm going to be getting $7.50 for 3.6 miles. I've had the app on since 7 a.m. and it's already almost 10 a.m. So about 3 hours I've had the app on and nothing good has come in this morning. It looks like today's not so hot. It is cloudy right now and it's drizzling. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not. Probably not. It's probably just one of those weekends where people don't feel like spending any money is all I can think. I was planning on working today until about 2 o'clock. Maybe it'll pick up later in the day. We'll see. I don't even think there were any orders that I was close to accepting. It seemed like every order that came in was $1 for every mile or it was upside down, which was a really bad sign because normally I at least see a couple of orders that are borderline where I'm at least tempted to take them, but there wasn't a single one. But that doesn't necessarily, I'm going to be getting a lot of work until 2 o'clock. I may end up doing only maybe 1 or 2 more jobs after this one, if I'm lucky. This was the only Starbucks job I saw that came in. Oh boy, I'm not even sure if they have this open for me to make a left turn. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't say no left turn. So I'm going for it. Have a good one.
Wow!
Well, no waiting on that one. It's nice to be able to just walk in, grab your order, and put it in the car. I just want to get my ID ready because I know I'm going to be going to a guard gated community. We'll be traveling 8 minutes, 2.2 miles to a house. It's going to be a leave at the door. Starbucks didn't look too busy at all. It looked real quiet in there. And the fact that my order was ready was also a sign that today's just a really slow day. Not much you can do about it. Just going with the flow, doing the routine. And I'm still just doing my $2 for every mile. And I guess I'm taking $7 minimum right now. Just because there doesn't seem to be a lot of work. Most of the orders that I saw this morning were shopping related. There were a couple of orders that were donut orders, and maybe I should have taken those. I don't think the miles were that high on those donut orders. But usually on a Sunday, when you get too many donut orders, it's a sign that the order isn't going to be ready because the donut place is inundated with too many orders, and so you just end up standing around just to collect, $6 or $7 to drive, 4 or 5 miles. So I was like, no, that's okay. I'm not going to deal with that. And obviously I wasn't going to do any shopping because the number of items were just way too high. Looks like the drizzling has stopped now. There's nothing coming down. So that looks like it's passed for the moment. Gas is about $4.60 a gallon at the 7-Eleven, which is not good. That's kind of high. I shouldn't say it's kind of high. That is high. Right now, I think I'm averaging about oh, maybe I put on about 25 miles every weekend on my car doing my gig work. So not too bad. I'm probably going to end up with somewhere between 100 and 125 miles a month on the car, which should only come out to about 3 gallons of gas. I stayed up kind of late last night for myself because I normally get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't think I went to bed until almost 10 o'clock last night, so I didn't get much sleep. I'm sort of going on fumes right now. I got caught up in doing something. Something happened that I couldn't fall asleep. Maybe I had a cup of coffee too late in the day, and that's what was keeping me up. All right, have a good one. Thank you. No problem getting inside the guard gate. I was sort of surprised they actually took my ID. Normally they just let you in. They're a little bit more loose. Not today. Must be having problems. Alright, that was pretty simple. I'm really not thinking I'm going to get very many offers today. I mean, it's 10 o'clock. Lunchtime is about an hour away. So maybe things are going to pick up. $6, 4 miles, no thanks. $13 to shop for one item at Home Depot for 7 miles. No, that's not $2 for every mile. Even though it's cloudy right now, the temperature is still 93 degrees and it's very humid. We got about 40 to 50%, no, I think it's around 50% humidity right now, which is really high for Vegas. Normally our humidity is somewhere between 5 and 10%. Next one up is coming from Uber Eats. I'm going to be going to PetSmart and shop for 5 items, 4 units. I'm going to be getting $13.06 for 5.6 miles. After I got back home from dropping off that coffee order, there was just nothing going on. There was like an Albertson shopping order. It was not enough money, and I can't even recall there being anything remotely good. And so I think I was at home for almost another hour waiting, and things should start to pick up after I take care of this one, because it'll be after 11 o'clock, and Sunday around lunchtime it's usually pretty busy, so we'll just have to wait and see. Now this one had me kind of confused because it has 5 items, 4 units. I don't understand why the number of units is less than the number of items. That's got me a little bit perplexed. So I'm gonna have to take a look when I get to a red light as far as what am I shopping for this customer, and why are there less units than there are items. Maybe there's a service of some sort that they purchased, some type of extended warranty or a subscription. I don't know. I can't figure it out, because usually when you look at the number of items, the number of units is either the same number or higher. So there are only 4 items. So that's why. I guess it was originally 5 items and they reduced it. So there's only 1 of each item. There's only 4. Looks like it's going to be some cat food. 2 different kinds of cat food. Some nail trimmers, and some cat litter. So it's not exactly light. The cat litter's 20 pounds. So that's not going to be fun. Let's just hope it's not an apartment. I should have made a left turn at the previous light, but I thought I would have a better chance of making my left turn if I just continued moving forward. And of course, the moment I passed that intersection where I could have made a left turn, that left turn arrow turned green. So I felt a little bit foolish going out of my way. I mean, I'm not severely out of my way, so it was really a 50-50 call. I think I'm good either way, because the traffic going opposite me to make my left turn with no light, there was no cars, so it was fine. Well, let's see how I'm gonna do this. That's not going in a bag because that's too heavy. I think the dog food's gonna fit in these bags, but I'll try. Maybe I can put one in here. One can just sit on top. That should do it. That was a little bit more difficult than what I was expecting. It was not hard to find the items, but I first thought that I was only getting stuff for cats. I didn't realize that the nail clippers were for a dog, and some of the canned wet food was for a dog as well. So I had to go to one side of the store for the dog food and the other side of the store for the cat food. So that was a little bit, that threw me off. Then when I went to the checkout to get out of there, there was a problem because only one checker was open. And there was a man trying to make an exchange or get a refund or something with what he had ordered. And he didn't have a receipt. So they were telling him that he had to they could only do an exchange for him. They couldn't do a refund. And so they were trying to figure out how to deal with this situation. For some reason, it was taking a long time. And it turned out that the reason why it was taking a long time wasn't just because they didn't have a receipt, but because he was at the wrong store. That was a PetSmart he was at. And the items that he purchased were from Petco. And because he didn't have his receipt, he couldn't remember, or his wife couldn't remember, or somebody couldn't remember what store they got it from. So they pretty much told him, "You're at the wrong store, dude." So that was that. So they opened up another checker, and that's how I was able to get out of there. And now we're going to be going 7 minutes, 2.7 miles. We're going to be going to a house. If you leave at the door, please leave outside on table near front door. Thank you. The sun is starting to come out, starting to peek its way out. It's now 95 degrees. And I currently have 7.2 miles on the car, and I'm getting 54 miles to the gallon. Everything seems to be going along just fine for a Sunday. The traffic seems to be a little bit more heavier than I like it to be. But you can't really control that, just like you can't control the weather, so just going with the flow. I'm surprised I haven't gotten any breakfast orders. Normally on a Sunday, people are ordering large breakfast orders, but not today. For some reason, they're not doing it. I don't know why. It's already 11 o'clock, so I'm already moving into the lunch mode. Maybe people are trying to save money, or they're actually physically going to the restaurants because they realize it's cheaper just to go to the restaurant. I mean, I guess. You still gotta tip the waitress, which is like usually somewhere between 15 and 20% on top of what you pay for the food. But maybe that comes out to being the same if you're using DoorDash or Uber Eats. So maybe some people are figuring, let's just go out and get out of the house. When I drove by Scrambled, which is a popular breakfast place, and it looked pretty busy. Everybody was sitting outside, so people are still spending money. I've been trying to get myself motivated to go to different restaurants for myself, not to deliver, but to enjoy. And it's so hard to get out of a rut and stop going to the same places over and over again. I went onto Yelp and I tried to look up like a place where they sold burgers that was really popular. And I saw this one particular place. It was a place that sold pizza and burgers, fries and onion rings and chicken tenders. And they serve it to you in a pizza box, which I thought, oh, that sounds kind of tasty. And it got 4.5 out of 5 stars on Yelp. So I was like, maybe I'll go down there and check it out. Every time I want a burger, I usually end up going to the same places. I go like to Red Robin, Burger King, Jack in the Box, In-N-Out, all the standard places. I'm like, I need to go somewhere different. Let's make a U-turn. I'm surprised the navigation is having me go this way. I'm going to have to make a U-turn to be on the correct side of the street. This is one of these weird neighborhoods where everything is in circles.
I don't think I can carry it all at once, I don't think. Maybe I can? Maybe? Okay, I can do it.
Not too bad, and now I saw a pretty good order come in, but it was near the strip. Alright everybody, that's gonna do it. I'm tired. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again in the next one. Take care. Bye for now.